I think I ruined my battery. So what do I mean by this? Well, I was watching a video watching a video on LFP batteries, and this guy was talking about the need to charge your LFP battery to 100% at least once a month, but he was talking about the Ford. And I remember every time I go to my Tesla app, and you can change, like, you know, I want it to be charged to 100%, 80%, whatever. Well, it always recommends that I put it to 100 and at least charge up once a week. And I was watching that video and I was like, I don't ever remember charging my thing up to 100% ever. So I was like, holy crap, I need to go charge my thing to 100. I want to see if I lost any range or accuracy, because I'll show the clip. The video that I was watching was saying basically that the only reason you want to charge your LFP battery to 100 is because it has this curve, and then there's like from 80 to like 95%, it's kind of like even. So it's hard to tell. Percentage to how many miles you have, because if you don't charge up to 100 when it gets steep again, you aren't able to tell the difference between what percentage you are. So that's the point of charging it to 100.
Okay, so here we're looking at state of charge versus voltage. So we have the state of charge of the battery ranging from 0% to 100%, and we have the voltage at the cell level ranging from 2.5 to about 4.5 volts here, just for our diagram. And we're looking at LFP in red and NMC chemistry in blue. Now you'll notice two distinct differences. First of all, NMC tends to operate at a significantly higher voltage. But second of all, and more importantly here for the discussion of this video, LFP has a much flatter voltage curve versus NMC, where it has a steeper slope. So let's say you want to tell the driver of an electric car how much battery percentage is remaining. Well, let's say your battery's chemistry is NMC, and the cell level voltage is reading at 3.7 volts. So you come across at 3.7, you come down, and boom, what do you know? Your battery is at 50% charge remaining. Well, let's do the same for LFP. Now, let's say you have a voltage readout of 3.3 volts. Well, it could be 75% or it could be 95%, because it's a very flat section of that voltage curve for the LFP chemistry. So you don't really know what is that battery percentage. So you have to use a different methodology. So what do? Well, you essentially look at current going in and current going out of that battery, and you start to calculate essentially how many electrons have gone out, how many electrons have come back in, where are we at with the charge percentage. As you do this over time, that readout starts to become less and less accurate. And of course, the driver needs to know an accurate estimation of how much battery percentage they have left. So how do you correct that calculation once it starts to get off? Well, as you can see, if you charge up to 100%, you start to have this voltage spike. And so you can immediately identify, okay, boom, we're back at 100%. And you can know for a fact, all right, we're at 100%, I can reset the calculation for determining how much battery percentage we have left.
Really curious to see whether we have lost any range or we've stayed the same. To be honest, I'm worried. Not really, because I've watched videos that the first year is where you get the most degradation for the battery. So I'm kind of aware of that, but we're about to find out, since it's my first time charging to 100 since ever getting it. So yeah. And speaking about charging to 100, we finally got to 100. So you and me are both gonna get a live reaction on how many miles this thing is. To start off, it was at 272 or around there, 270, whatever. I don't know the exact thing. So we're about to see if it's changed any. And we're at 252. So I don't know if it's because I haven't been charging to 100 or if that caused it, but I've lost 20 miles already from possibly not doing that. So I feel like I ruined my battery. 20 miles is a big difference. So maybe I gotta start charging to 100, and maybe we can get back to that 270 range again. But I wanted to make this video for the individuals that possibly don't do as much research, or just wanted to get a Tesla for the looks, to try it out. If you do have the LFP battery, which stands for lithium iron phosphate battery, I don't know why they have an F with when iron starts with an I, so don't ask me that. But it is recommended that you charge it at least to 100 once a week. With the LFP battery, you can also plug in whenever, but with the other cobalt battery, you want to charge up to 80 and only go up to 100 whenever you're taking long road trips. So this is why I wanted to make this video, because I knew about this, and every time I charge it, I always set it to 100 but never charged to 100, and it kind of went over my head. So this is definitely my fault. Should have been a little bit more careful and have done what everyone says to do with their LFP battery. So now I know to come over here at least once a week and charge to 100%. And I wanted to let the individuals that didn't know that or somehow stumbled upon that video charge your car to 100%, because I've already lost 20 miles and it's been 3 months now. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'll try and find more information on why and the actual data behind it, but for right now I just wanted to create a short video on this. So I'll see you guys in the next video.